in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back to throw, it's Knight. It's complete to the left. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed, you know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back, get it into his hands quickly, let him go pick up the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked. Maybe even double team high-low.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Knight. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go from there.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Zips it out to his man. Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The give out of the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quick release by the QB. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Start from this offense. What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They go to the ground. At the 35, he's open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. We saw it on that last play.
To the air on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. The RPO, it's complete. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. It away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. And the Bulldogs backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Scanning the field, it's Knight. On target.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
The Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the air, it's Knight. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gibson on the option. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period.
Waste of time.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass, it's Knight. They're working that left side. Turning it on. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Whitaker. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He wants to throw it. Gets it out quickly. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts, and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. Big guy smells it. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this SEC like this without some blowout.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fakes the grab. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it's still a positive game.
To pass. By himself, he makes the grab. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bama! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the option. Power football with the run. At the 45 on his way. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And the Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Knight. Quickly complete. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching
breaks into the open. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Cunningham. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 11. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy 1st down.
They want to run this quarterback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Knight. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. Distance not the problem here. The angle is a little tricky. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Field goal is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bulldogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in.
Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Quick completion on the out route. Turns it on at midfield. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Wants to go up top on first down. Back open in the middle.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Back to pass. A little release to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Gets it to the back. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown Tide!
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Boston College delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Chestnut Hill. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Good little pickup as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin them deep.
Return goes out of bounds.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back. Turning it on! They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Plucks it out of the air. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Across the 25. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, create some running lanes, a running back before he can go anywhere, get tackled, nowhere to go.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball is in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. Because he dropped it, now it's 4th down, and of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And it's a deadlock here in the third quarter after the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They want to run it left here. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
In a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. They'll run the screen. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Of this game, we are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They kick it away on 4th down. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Here comes that Alabama offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Red pass, it's complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Trying the left side. Got the 1st down and more. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looking to pass. It's Knight. That's caught. It's Whitaker. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Cunningham. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Clinton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. To the air, it's Knight. Fires to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitchman one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Get set.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds his man. It's Cunningham. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And just saw one there on the crossing route.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Cunningham. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
The sure hands, it's Whitaker. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, you're the play caller on offense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll go to the ground. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Alabama.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Swings it out to his running back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown.
Razor. 29 Philly.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal.
Green 25.
Wants to go up top. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Touchdown, Mississippi State! And they add 6 more
In this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? You kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime, or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for two right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great.
There he goes. He's at the 10. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Now on 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Touchdown, Alabama! They move on top here in the fourth.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Baker. And he loses the ball deep in his own end.
Well, he decided not to fair catch that one and take it out, and he probably wishes he had done the opposite because he got blasted, the ball came out, and the coverage team was able to recover it down inside the 20-yard line of their opponent. That is a massive play.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh,